As we come to the end of our study together of the Old Testament, we hope that you've learned a lot of information, but we hope you've learned a lot more than that. We hope that you've gained from your study of the Old Testament principles for life, principles that will continue to guide you into whatever God has called you to do. Embrace it, go after it. That's what God would have for you. Many of you are going on to New Testament survey. Next semester, perhaps, you'll go into a class where you'll continue to study many of the concepts and themes you've already covered this semester in Old Testament survey. It should sound a little bit like review to you, because many of the ideas that are in the New Testament are actually picked up from the Old Testament and developed, and the purpose of the New Testament writers is to show how all of this comes together in Jesus Christ. You'll notice many similarities. You might pick up a few differences too, but we think that you're going to be surprised about how much you see that you've learned this semester that will be applied and picked up next semester in your study of New Testament. The Old Testament lays a foundation for the New Testament, and the New Testament comes along and says that all these wonderful things that the prophets talked about, they've happened now. All the things that Moses pointed to, they've happened now. And so the New Testament declares this in a great way. One way to summarize this incredible story God is writing is to basically say this: the Bible teaches us that we have a deep spiritual need. Only God can meet that. We've all fallen short through our failures, through our shortcomings. The Bible calls that sin. We can't bridge the gap. We can't meet the spiritual need. We can't pay the debt. But the Bible tells us that God paid that through his Son, Jesus Christ. And the Bible tells us the most important decision we can ever make is to choose to follow the Lord Jesus Christ. Our relationship with Jesus is more than the most important thing in life. It is life itself.